24-year-old Rumeysa Gelgi from Turkey is the world's tallest living woman.
Standing at 7 feet 7 inches and with size 26 feet, Yao Di Fen is the world's tallest woman.
Despite the general human height being less than 6 feet, the existence of giants may seem like a mere concept found in fairy tales or fantasy movies. However, it is astonishingly true that giants do exist. These giants are not mythical beings, but rather actual human individuals who lead typical lives comparable to other human beings. In this video, we will present some of the tallest and most formidable giants from various parts of the globe. Ranging from the individual who earned the moniker the eighth wonder of the world to the record holder for the largest feat, here are 15 living examples of genuine human giants. Number 1. Sandy Elaine Ellen. Sandy Elaine Ellen, an American woman, held the title of the world's tallest woman recognized by Guinness World Records. Born on June 18, 1955 in Chicago, America, she reached a height of 7 feet and 7 inches. Raised by her grandmother in Shelbyville, Indiana, her extraordinary height was a result of a pituitary gland tumor causing excessive growth hormone secretion. At age 22, she underwent a crucial brain surgery to remove the tumor, preventing further complications from gigantism. Despite being an acclaimed writer of Cast a Giant Shadow and appearing in various TV shows and documentaries, she never entered into a romantic relationship and had a preference for traditional values, desiring a partner taller than her. As her health deteriorated, she relied on a wheelchair due to the strain on her legs and back caused by her towering stature and immense weight. Eventually, she became bedridden, enduring muscle atrophy, and passed away on August 13, 2008, due to medical conditions including sepsis, type 2 diabetes, breathing difficulties, and kidney failure. Number 2. Albert Johan Kramer. The tallest man in Dutch history, Albert Johan Kramer, reached a height of 7 feet and 11.5 inches, 2.42 meters. At birth, he weighed a surprising 8.6 kilograms, 19 pounds. However, due to circulation issues, one of his legs had to be amputated, and he ended up weighing 170 kilograms. Born on June 15, 1897, in Amsterdam, Kramer had 4 sisters and 1 brother. In 1926, he married Wilhelmina Fassler, his second wife. He formed a captivating partnership with his brother-in-law, Joseph Sepetoni Fassler, who was only 69 centimeters tall. They traveled together to different countries, including the Netherlands, the United Kingdom, Germany, and the United States, where they amazed audiences with their talents. Kramer also collaborated with Fred Aslak, known as Pip, who was 70 centimeters tall. Sadly, Kramer passed away on April 4, 1976, and a year prior to his death, his other leg was amputated due to vascular and circulatory problems. Number 3. Rumeysa Gelgi. Please paraphrase the following text without changing the length or word count too much. Rumeysa Gelgi is famous for asserting herself as the tallest living woman. She also holds records for her exceptionally long finger, 4.4 inches 11.2 centimeters, longest back, 23.58 inches 9 centimeters, and largest hands among females. Her right hand measures 9.81 inches, 24.93 centimeters, and her left hand is 9.555 inches, 24.26 centimeters, long. Additionally, she previously held the Guinness World Records title for being the tallest teenage girl. She stands at an impressive height of 7 feet and 0.17 inches. She is recognized as a prominent figure, an advocate, and a public speaker. Gelgi resides in Carroll, Turkey. Her remarkable height is attributed to Weaver syndrome, a rare genetic condition characterized by abnormal bone growth. Individuals with Weaver syndrome typically have tall stature and distinctive facial features, such as widely spaced eyes. While there is no cure for this condition, people with Weaver syndrome can lead long and healthy lives. Due to her condition, Gelgi is usually dependent on a wheelchair, although she can occasionally walk with the aid of a walker. She requires seating with a minimum height off the ground of 50 to 55 centimeters. Fueled by her unwavering determination and self-awareness of her condition, she holds a deep-seated ambition to raise awareness about the disease and play a significant role in educating and enlightening others. On November 8, 2022, Gelgi achieved a significant milestone by taking her first-ever flight. Turkish Airlines made special arrangements by removing 6 rows of seats to accommodate her during her journey from Istanbul to San Francisco, California, in the United States. This extraordinary event garnered extensive media coverage and generated substantial interest. Today, she has found success as a freelance web developer, pursuing her dreams and inspiring others to follow their own. On her website, she shares, "During the COVID-19 quarantines in 2020, I began studying web development as it had been my childhood dream to work in the tech industry." She values spending time with her family and siblings when she has free moments and cherishes their company. She also indulges in extravagant shopping sprees and finds rejuvenation in the activity of swimming. Number 4. John Kohler. John Kohler, born in Denton, Montana on September 1, 1925, stood out as one of only 24 individuals worldwide to reach a height exceeding 8 feet. In 1969, his towering stature was officially measured at 8 feet and 2 inches, earning him the title of the world's tallest man according to the Guinness Book of World Records, a distinction he held until his passing. Kohler inherited his above-average height from his parents, with his father measuring at 6 feet and 2 inches and his mother standing at 5 feet and 10 inches. Remarkably, Kohler's exceptional growth began when he was just 10 years old. He also had a twin sister whose height fell just shy of their mother's, standing at 5 feet and 9 inches. Living with his family in Denton, Montana, Kohler attended Amundsen High School before dedicating 25 years of his life to working for the Big Joe Manufacturing Company. Kohler viewed his towering size as an advantage, as it attracted potential customers who were eager to meet him, leaving a lasting impression each time. However, in his later years, Kohler faced the health challenge of kyphosis, a condition that caused a significant curvature of his spine. Tragically, Kohler passed away in 1981 in Chicago due to a heart ailment, estimated to have stood at approximately 7 feet and 10 inches in height, or 239 centimeters, at the time of his death. He was 55 years old. Number 5. Zainab Bibi. Born in 1974 in Toba Tek Singh, Punjab province, Zainab Bibi was Pakistan's tallest woman and gained worldwide recognition in 2003 for her height, earning a spot in the Guinness World Record. Her height began rapidly increasing at the age of 15, and by the time she turned 20, she measured 7 feet and 2 inches. Throughout her life, Zainab faced challenges due to her uncommon height, including being unable to find a partner and suffering financial difficulties. In 1998, she appeared on the popular show Nalam Gar, hosted by Tariq Aziz, which catapulted her to fame in Pakistan and eventually led to her inclusion in the Guinness World Record. Her newfound fame allowed her to travel to 15 countries such as France, Saudi Arabia, Germany, and the United Kingdom. Alongside her medical conditions of diabetes, hypertension, and osteoporosis, Zainab struggled financially and expressed her determination to make ends meet in an interview. Sadly, she passed away at the age of 46 in 2018, living a life marked by poverty. Number 6. Uljana Semjonova. The renowned Uljana Semjonova, an icon in basketball, achieved unparalleled success in the sport industry. She proudly represented the Soviet Union for many years, dominating the world of women's basketball in the 1970s and 1980s. Standing at a minimum height of 7 feet, 2.13 meters, and weighing 127 kilograms, she gained notoriety for her genetic height and famously wore men's size 21 U.S. shoes, 58 EU. Uljana Semjonova, born on March 9, 1952, in Zarasai, Lithuanian SSR, Soviet Union, is now 71 years old. Throughout her career, Uljana Semjonova played undefeated in the USSR women's national team for 18 consecutive years. Her achievements include winning 2 Olympic gold medals in 1976 Montreal and 1980 Moscow, as well as being victorious in the World Championship 3 times in 1971 Sao Paulo, 1975 Colombia, and 1983 Brazil. She also won an impressive 15 championships in the Soviet Union and the European Champions Cup. With her numerous accomplishments, Uljana Semjonova holds the title of being the most successful player in the history of women's basketball. Recognition for her exceptional contributions came in the form of the prestigious Order of the Red Banner of Labor in 1976. In 1993, she broke barriers by becoming the first non-American woman to be inducted into the esteemed Basketball Hall of Fame. At the continental level, Uljana Semjonova triumphant led the Soviet Union to 10 consecutive gold medals at the women's Eurobasket between 1968 and 1985. Number 7, John Bud Rogan. John William Bud Rogan, also known as John Rogan, holds the record for being the second tallest man in history. Measuring at a remarkable 8 feet and 9 inches, 2.67 meters, Rogan's imposing stature was accompanied by a weight ranging from 175 to 205 pounds. Born in Hendersonville, Tennessee on September 11, 1867, there is some debate over the exact year of his birth. During his teenage years, Rogan experienced a rapid growth spurt that resulted in gigantism. He was diagnosed with ankylosis, a medical condition that rendered him unable to stand or walk due to the fusion of his vertebral joints. Despite these physical limitations, Rogan found a way to earn a living by selling portraits and postcards at a train station. Often referred to as the Negro Giant, or living skeleton in newspapers, Rogan possessed a friendly and playful nature. His deep voice and reliance on a goat-pulled cart for mobility made him a constant source of attention. Known for his remarkably large hands, 11 inches, 28 centimeters, and feet, 13 inches, 33 centimeters, Rogan was considered the tallest man of African descent and the second tallest worldwide. However, his record was eventually surpassed by Robert Wadlow in 1939. There is speculation that Rogan's gigantism may have been an inherited genetic trait, as his maternal grandfather was reportedly also a giant. Tragically, Rogan passed away on September 11, 1905, in Gallatin, Tennessee. It is believed that he was laid to rest in the old Rogan farmland, although some claim he was buried elsewhere in an unmarked grave sealed by a cement vault. Number 8, Andrei René Roussimoff. Andrei René Roussimoff, more commonly known as Andre the Giant, was a famous French wrestler who was celebrated as the eighth wonder of the world. Standing at a remarkable height of 7 feet and 4 inches, 2.24 meters, and weighing 236 kilograms, 520 pounds, his extraordinary physique was a result of gigantism, a condition caused by excessive human growth hormone. Andre amazed people with his appearance and skills. In the 1974 edition of the Guinness Book of World Records, Andre was acknowledged as the highest-paid wrestler to date. What set him apart even more were his enormous hands and feet. Born in 1946, Andre defied expectations from an early age. At birth, he weighed an incredible 13 pounds 6 kilograms and had abnormally elongated hands. Surprisingly, his parents, who were of average height at 5 feet 2 inches, 157 centimeters, and 6 feet 2 inches, 188 centimeters, did not possess his towering stature. Growing up on his father's farm, Andre possessed the strength of 3 men. At 18 years old, he was introduced to professional wrestling by a local promoter named Robert Lajat in Paris, who recognized the potential in Andre's massive size. Starting in 1966, Andre embarked on a wrestling career that spanned across the globe, captivating audiences in countries such as the United Kingdom, Germany, Australia, New Zealand, and Africa. During the early to mid-1980s, Andre engaged in an iconic rivalry with Big John Studd in the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, aiming to establish himself as the true giant of the sport. Their battles shattered records as they vied for the title. In 1984, Studd raised the stakes by teaming up with Ken Patera, leading to a televised tag team match where they incapacitated Andre and even shaved off his hair. This incident deeply hurt Andre's pride, igniting a desire for revenge. The defining moment occurred at the first WrestleMania on March 31, 1985, held at Madison Square Garden in New York City. In a body slam challenge, Andre emerged victorious by lifting and slamming Studd, delighting his fans and showering them with a cash prize of $15,000. Andre the Giant's wrestling career continued to thrive, and he also left his mark in the film industry. One of his most beloved roles was Fezzik in the 1987 movie The Princess Bride. Tragically, Andrei passed away at the age of 46 in 1993 due to congestive heart failure resulting from diabetes. Number 9. Leonid Ivanovich Stadnik. Leonid Ivanovich Stadnik, a veterinarian from Podolian Sea, Ukraine, was born on August 5, 1970, and passed away on August 24, 2014 in the same place he was born. At the age of 12, he underwent brain surgery, during which doctors diagnosed him with acromegalic gigantism. Following the surgery, he developed a pituitary gland tumor that caused the excessive secretion of growth hormone. Surprisingly, 25 years later, the tumor had disappeared. In addition to his medical struggles, Leonid Stadnik earned the title of the world's tallest man according to the Guinness World Records. Nonetheless, he declined to be remeasured according to the updated standards of the record book. As a consequence, he was removed from the book, and the title was returned to Bao Shishun from China, succeeding Leonid Stadnik. Number 10. Robert Wadlow. Robert Wadlow, known as the Gentleman Giant and the Alton Giant, surpassed John Rogan as the tallest person ever, standing at 8 feet and 11.1 inches and weighing a maximum of 199 kilograms. He was considerably taller than a standard door. Wadlow was born on February 22, 1918 in Alton, Illinois. His remarkable size and ongoing growth were a result of a pituitary gland dysfunction, which affected the production of growth hormone. At just 8 years old, he was already taller than his father and required a custom desk at school. By the time he graduated, he had reached a height of 8 feet and 4 inches. Although he needed leg braces to walk due to his immense height, he never used a wheelchair. In 1936, he joined the Ringling Brothers Circus and performed in various prestigious venues. As a well-known figure, he received free shoes from an international shoe company and was hired for promotional tours in 1938. Wadlow became a member of several notable organizations such as the Order of Demolay and the Freemasons. Unfortunately, the leg braces that were essential for his mobility caused an infection in his ankle, leading to a severe illness from which he could not fully recover. Despite receiving extensive medical treatment, including blood transfusions and surgeries, his condition worsened due to an autoimmune disease. He passed away in his sleep at the age of 22 on July 15, 1940. A total of 12 pallbearers and 8 aides carried Wadlow's coffin, which measured 2 feet and 8 inches in width and 10 feet and 9 inches, or 3.28 meters, in length. In 1986, a huge statue of Wadlow was erected outside the Alton Museum of History and Art. Number 11. Brahim Takioullah. Brahim Takioullah, the man recognized by Guinness World Records as having the largest feet and being the second tallest person alive, was born on January 26, 1982, in Guelming, Morocco. His height stretched to a maximum of 8 feet and 0.97 inches, 2.46 meters, with a remarkable growth spurt of 1 meter, 3.3 feet, in just 1 year. At the age of 18, Takioullah was diagnosed with acromegaly after a blood test conducted by a school doctor. He received treatment in Paris in 2006, which successfully removed his tumor and returned the growth hormone levels in his blood to normal. His heart was also reported to be in excellent condition. On May 24, 2011, Takioullah broke the previous record for the largest feat held by Sultan Kosen, securing the Guinness World Record title. His right foot measures 37.5 centimeters, 1 foot 2.8 inches, and his left foot measures 38.1 centimeters, 1 foot 3 inches. However, due to his European size, 58 feet, Takioullah faced challenges in finding suitable footwear. To address this issue, he sought out a shoemaker for custom-made shoes, which were estimated to cost approximately 3,000 to 3,500 euros. Fortunately, Takioullah's orthopedic podiatrist, Jerome Legion, provided him with specially crafted shoes to accommodate his unique needs and support his weight. In addition to his remarkable physical attributes, Brahim Takioullah is also known for his acting career in movies such as Apnea, Chocolate Kandisha, and Aladdin 2. Number 12. Sultan Kosen. Sultan Kosen, a Turkish farmer of Kurdish descent, held the title of being the tallest living person. Born on December 10, 1982, in Alabay village, Turkey, he worked as a farmer due to his inability to complete his education caused by his remarkable height. Being tall had its advantages, such as assisting his family with household tasks like changing light bulbs. However, there were also disadvantages, like the challenge of finding clothes and shoes that fit him properly. Sultan Kosen possessed incredibly large hands, measuring at 28.5 centimeters, with legs reaching almost 126 centimeters in length and arms spanning 97 centimeters. His left foot measured around 36.5 centimeters, while his right foot was 35 centimeters. His excessive growth was the result of acromegaly, a condition caused by a tumor affecting his pituitary gland that released excessive growth hormones. Measuring 8 feet and 2 inches tall, Kosen began receiving treatment at Virginia Medical Center in 2010 to regulate his growth hormone levels, which proved to be effective. Furthermore, Kosen underwent unsuccessful brain surgeries in an attempt to remove the tumor. He was married to a Syrian woman named Mayor of Debe in Turkey, but the marriage ended in divorce in 2021 due to communication difficulties arising from their language differences. Kosen, who only spoke Turkish while his wife solely spoke Arabic, hopes to find love and remarry in the future. Number 13, Zeng Jinlian. The Guinness World Record confirmed Zeng Jinlian, who was 8 feet 1.75 inches tall, as the tallest female. She was one of 17 people to reach a height of over 8 feet. Zeng Jinlian's weight was last measured at 131.1 kilograms. Zeng Jinlian was born on June 25, 1964, in Hunan Province, China. Her abnormal growth began at 4 months old, and by age 13, she was 5 feet 1.5 inches tall. Medical investigations revealed that a tumor in her pituitary gland, causing excessive production of human growth hormone, was responsible for her abnormal growth. Surprisingly, her parents and siblings had average heights, with her father being 5 feet 2 inches and her mother 5 feet 1.5 inches tall. Zeng Jinlian also broke the record for the tallest 17-year-old, previously held by Robert Wadlow. Her extraordinary height increased her appetite, requiring about 2 kilograms of rice per meal. Her height put a tremendous strain on her family as she had to suppress her appetite, leading to weakness in her bones and muscles. Finding clothing and shoes that fit proved to be difficult, requiring direct contact with manufacturers and added financial pressure on her family. However, the local government provided financial support and took responsibility for her. Zeng Jinlian's height had a significant impact on the national basketball team, and she received an offer for professional training. Unfortunately, she had to discontinue her training after a year due to scoliosis and abnormal curvature of the spine. Standing straight became increasingly difficult for her. She was also diagnosed with diabetes, leading her to quit basketball and rest at home. Sadly, Zeng Jinlian passed away at the age of 17 on February 14, 1982, due to pituitary apoplexy, a condition where the pituitary tumor bleeds spontaneously. Her body was donated to a college in Hunan for study and has not yet been buried. Number 14, V in Myllyrinne. Vaino Myllyrinne, also known as Vaino Myllyrinne, was a Finnish giant with acromegaly who held the title of the world's tallest living person from 1940 to 1963. He stood at approximately 8 feet and 3 inches tall, succeeding Robert Wadlow after his passing. Born in Helsinki, Finland, on February 27, 1909, Vaino served in the Finnish Defense Forces when he was 21 years old. He weighed over 141 kilograms, making him the tallest soldier ever, and had an impressive handspan of 11.4 inches, 290 millimeters. Initially 7 feet and 3 inches tall when enlisting, Vaino experienced a second phase of growth in his 30s, reaching 8 feet and 1 inch. He completed his conscript training in the Viipuri Heavy Artillery Regiment. In the 1970s, Guinness World Records recorded that he may have measured 8 feet and 3 inches at one point. During the 1930s, Vaino traveled across Europe as a professional wrestler and worked as a circus performer. He returned to Finland in 1939 to serve in the army during the Winter War and later settled in Järvenpää, where he ran a chicken farm. Vaino passed away on April 13, 1963 in Helsinki and was buried in Järvenpää. Just a year before his death, doctors measured his height and found it to be almost 8 feet and 1.5 inches. Strangely, Vaino continued to experience growth throughout his lifetime. Number 15. Trijntje Cornelis Dr. Keever. Trijntje Cornelis. Dr. Keever, also known as the Giantess of Adam, holds the record for being the tallest woman ever measured. At the age of 17, she tragically passed away, standing 8 feet and 4.5 inches tall. Born in the Netherlands in April 1616, she already reached a height of 6 feet 7 inches, 2 meters, at just 9 years old. It was clear from Trijntje's extraordinary height that she had an overproduction of growth hormones, indicating the presence of a pituitary adenoma in her brain. There have been speculations about an underlying medical condition contributing to her unique growth, but the true cause remains unknown. Her remarkable stature turned her into a spectacle, as her parents took her to carnivals and charged people to see her. Many traveled great distances just to catch a glimpse of the 9-year-old girl who surpassed any male in Europe. The Bohemian monarch Frederick V, Elector Palatine, along with his wife Elizabeth of Bohemia and Princess Amalia of Solms-Braunfels, were curious enough to visit her. Unfortunately, Trijntje's life was cut short. At the age of 17, she succumbed to cancer. Her gravestone, placed in her hometown of Edam on July 7, 1633, referred to her as a big girl. Additionally, Adam Museum houses a life-size painting of Trijntje Keever and her original shoes. Thank you for tuning into this video. We'll be back in the next one.